Valley Club, we got not one, but two brand new promo codes. We got a bunch of new costumes in the game, and now that the Annihilation Raids are here with no Omega version, does this devalue all raid teams moving forward? We're discussing all of these topics and more in this edition of your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update. Joining me this week, all the way from Oscorp Tower, is my brother Dacier, and if you're ready for all these topics and more, then brother Dacier, let him know what to do.
Let's go smash it.
Oh yeah, and welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin, this is Dacier, and this is your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update. We do this every single week, keep you up to date on everything that has happened and is upcoming in Marvel Strike Force. And if you get some value from the video today, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Marvel Strike Force video goes up on the channel. But without further ado, how have you been, brother Dacier? It has been a while since I've had you on the channels. I've taken a little break from guest for a little while during the summer, but now it is not the summer anymore. Kids are back in school. So how have you been, and how has Marvel Strike Force been for you?
Oh, I've been fantastic. I told you before we started, we're pretty much on baby watch right now, so little one's coming.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to make that public or not, so yes, big congratulations to you. Make sure you guys go over to his channel, give him a big congratulations as well, because I think that is more exciting than anything going on in Marvel Strike Force right now, at least for you.
Yeah.
But with real life coolness aside, how are you enjoying Marvel Strike Force, my brother?
It's been a little bit on the upswing for me. I was down on it for a little bit, but I think it's starting to come back around. There's still some issues, but I still enjoy the danger room and a lot of the things in the game, so I'm still having fun.
So I think that's kind of how the game goes, right? It goes ups and downs, and sometimes the ups last for a long time, sometimes the downs last for a long time. But I think we're in a medium/up time right now in the game. I don't feel there's anything really negative going on. The community is not really hot about anything else. They're just kind of everybody's just playing the game. But the good thing is, we got some new promo codes. I love these promo codes. This first one came out last night, Hellfire Heat, and this is for the poll that went on Discord for the costumes. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit because the poll still is going on, but we got to 1,000 votes on the poll, so I'm going to enter this right away. Did you claim this already?
I did claim that one, yes.
Okay. So this one is supposed to be for some costume credits. Drop it. No, that's a different one. We're gonna claim that one after. I guess it didn't copy when I hit my Control-C. Let's do this one again. It's the same exact thing again. Let's try this one more time. Maybe I have to type it manually, actually. Let's go here. Copy and... All right, it works. Right, Hellfire Heat. This is the one that's supposed to be the costume credits. And... although I did not copy it right away, it worked right in the first one. Make sure you get this. We're going to go into the costume store and talk about the new costumes, but I want to talk about the next gift. We got a new gift. You guys saw the code a little earlier, and it was for this trivia time. Brother Dorky, brother Updog had a trivia contest on Twitch earlier today, so make sure you guys go check that out. Were you able to catch that, the trivia contest?
No, I'm definitely going to go back and watch it. I was on the previous trivia that they did, and it was a lot of fun. The community that was in there was having a lot of fun with us as well. So definitely check it out. I enjoy those. Maybe one day I'll get to do some trivia with the Marvel Strike Force crew. But as of right now, let's just claim these codes. All right, so the code that I was trying to enter earlier, drop it like it's August, and this is for, does that say 1 million gold? That's 1 million gold.
We're getting 1 million gold. All right, 1 million gold, 150 power cores, great stuff there. This is stronger than some of the other previous codes that we've had in the past.
That's a good one, actually.
All right, but now that we have all those codes, let's go in game and claim them, and let's get the newness that is in there right now. All right, did you go to your costume store, see all the new costumes that are in there right now?
I did. So I had about 50,000 already before I used the code. So I was able to pick up that Doctor Strange one, which I really wanted. And then with the promo code, I actually further down is Echo's costume. So that's the other one I picked up.
Yeah, so some of these were never made available. Some that I have, they were available. I personally didn't like this Captain Sam one. I like the original one better. And now he has a newer one, so I don't think I'm ever going to get this one. But this Echo one was never made available. I think this came out around the time that her TV show launched, and it was made available for new players that were just launching the game. Never been made available, as far as I know, to veteran players. So first time to get this. I think for myself, though, we got the first time that this has been made available. I think they released this a little bit after the Doctor Strange movie, but for some reason or another, this was never made available to the community. Not as far as I know. Never for sale, never for a promo, never for an event. So now that we could just buy this for free. I am pretty hyped about this and the announcement of the recent blog post that we're getting more costumes in the game. I know it does not affect gameplay at all. But a lot of Marvel Strike Force for me is that collection aspect, collecting all the characters, collecting all the costumes, collecting even the bad ones. Like eventually, if I have more costume credits, I'll go back and get this Captain Sam one, because for some of this game is the collection aspect for me. So I'm gonna get this right now. I'm gonna get this right now, the Electro one that I use all the time, and then my next 50,000 is probably gonna be going towards that Echo costume there. So I'm hyped about this. Let me know if there's any costumes that you previously didn't get, Valley Club, that you're now getting now. There's a lot of good ones here, somewhere from events, and yeah, I'm happy we got this. Any big costumes that you're looking to pick up now that you got that extra stuff, or did you spend all your costume credits already on the Echo one? I
got the Doctor Strange. I got the Echo, so now I have all the costumes, I believe. So I'm looking forward to them. Which one?
Are you missing any of them?
I don't think I'm missing any of them now.
Ooh, nice.
I don't think so. So I always grabbed the battle passes at that time, so that's when they kind of gave out all those costume credits and everything. Yeah, so
I've always liked this one. This was like the first one they released. But Echo was so trash for a while. Now she's finally has a place in the Vigilante team. I always say that I get to actually see this one now. I was like, this is a good one. This looks better than a normal thing, but I just don't know. Use Electro. So yeah, I'm hyped about these costumes. And I'm hyped that they're adding more of them. So that is always a good thing. We also got some free red stars and free diamonds. Did you already get all these, Dacier?
I think I have one more claim to go. Oh, for those ones. Yes, that one I did end up getting.
Is just one. All you need to do, if you have Odin unlocked, one Blitz Sim with Odin, and you get all this stuff. You get a costume, a gold costume for Odin. This one's kind of ugly. I'm glad I'm collecting it though, because like I said, the collection part. But yeah, this one I think does not look better than his default outfit. But
when they do those gold costumes, they need to lean into like what they did with what's it, Deathpool, where it's like the black and gold trim type of thing. Those look sharp.
Now, this one, you could kind of see some purple shining through, and then when you look at it fully, I did like the accent of the black and the gold and some other things. This is just a color swap though. So this is
it's a monochrome thing, yeah,
and I guess it does have some shine on it as well, but I don't know. This for me it's just a collection. Now I did get my second diamond for Captain Britain. Did you get any extra diamonds from this heist, or did you buy them already?
I already had them purchased, so I had my time in the sun with it, which is fine. But those that like just bought it like right before this came out or right when it did come out, I believe they're doing like the refund like they did with the Super Scroll for like a 14-day time period.
Yeah, so the day from announcement, so not now, from last Friday when this was announced, if you bought some diamonds for Captain Britain or any of these characters within that 14-day period, you will get a refund, but you do need to write into customer service. So it's a 14 days from that announcement, and it was announced on the 22nd of August. So if you did something between the 8th of August and the 22nd of August, you will get refunded, but you do need to manually write into customer service. They're not going to automatically do that for you. So I do like all these events. I do like all this stuff for free. I wish they would switch up the duplicates from these diamond. Actually, I didn't even look. Did they switch up these duplicates from some other diamond credits, or are you still getting Elite Fours with the duplicates?
I believe if it's the diamonds, then you do get like the diamond refund.
But the Dark Diamond credits, you still get the Elite Fours. I don't think I had any Dark Diamonds. I don't think I had any Dark Diamonds here now that I say that. So I think it's still the same thing. All right, let's move on to the big topic right now, the Annihilation Raids. Man, all right, I wasn't sure how this was launched, how this would be, because our alliance has been doing the Omega version of these since we launched. We're very casual in war, but very hardcore with the raids. So we take the raids pretty seriously on our alliance. So we go to the highest difficulty as soon as possible. This one's a little different. As you probably know already, doing some of these, every single node you could change difficulty, which is a little different than Omega. It's you change it at the beginning, and I believe you could up it, but not down it. This you could go up, down on each individual node. Now, with that said, when do you think we're gonna get more information on the Omega version of this? Do you think they scrapped the Omega version, or they're gonna be introducing it later? The latest that we have. They said, we'll look for raids to reward coordination, group effort that alliances put into playing raids together, and we'll share more details as soon as we can. At this point, this translates to me, yeah, we don't know how to solve that problem. We don't know how to solve you running it at difficulty 9, then when the latest team comes out, not having you drop down to difficulty 7 and get rewards. This to me means they haven't had a solution. So what do you think is gonna happen? Do you think they will come up with a solution? And if they do, how long will it be till it's announced and it finally gets implemented in game?
So I don't think they're going to scrap it, because they always lean into the raids. I think it's going to be a little bit, though. My guess is because we should have Century Battle World coming next month. They said September, and we're at the end of August. So
that's what
I think
4 days. Like next month is 4 days away, Dacier.
Yes. So. It depends like what week and everything, because I think they're going to be like all hands on deck. Make sure the Century Battle World comes out without a hitch type of thing. Then they're going to jump back over to the raid. So I'm expecting like maybe 1 to 2 months before we get the Omega would be my guess.
Okay, and what do you think they're going to do with the rewards at this point? Because at this point, I'm like, I was making a video yesterday about all these most valuable teams.
Yeah.
After I put the video out, I'm like, wait, do raid teams even matter at this point? Because the only difference is potentially difficulty 7, difficulty 9 on maybe 2 nodes. After that, everything else is the same. So with that in mind, do you think that raid teams now are devalued until we get an Omega version? Or I can't think of a good solution for this. You know, kind of like I couldn't think of a good solution for the shops. How did they do that? I like the solution that they came up with that. Do you think they're going to come up with a creative enough solution with this as well, or we're just going to have to wait for that 2-3 month time frame that you're predicting?
So typically when I do my videos for like the teams to invest in, like top teams and all that stuff, I always do like the top is going to be that arena team. Then I do all the raid teams.
It's been that way for me as well, because raids you do every day, right?
Yeah, and
I don't know if that changes. I don't know if that might change things though, right?
Now it's going to be get your raid teams until they get the job done. Don't overinvest in them, because they're not going to be like Night Stalkers and everything. I do like the direction they were going with it though, where like the Hellfire Club has 2 members that can break out, 1 to Accursed, 1 to the Immortal X-Men.
That part is good. That part is good. The team design I do like, but the raid design needs work. I kind of like I know what they're going for, right? Because in the recent strike spot, they said they want this to be more of a check-in. You have their most recent teams, and then your strategization, is that a word? Your strategy, your coordination with the alliance, that's going to come from other things like your ward, your crucible, danger room, things like that. Other game modes that they have planned down the road. That's where your strategy is going to come from, and raids are more like a check-in. So it feels definitely like it's just a check-in at this point. There's no strategy in the raid. You just click it. We just launched the latest raid, and I didn't even play it. I just sim.
Exactly.
So
Same here.
I think that's kind of what the raids are at this point. So does that change how we value teams now? Does raid teams get a lot less value? Arena, I think, is still going to be the top, but now does raid go down below Crucible and War?
I don't think so, because the raid, you're still going to get the G20 pieces. So that's still very important, especially if you don't have the Professor X unlock. They always put like the next progression path in there as well. So when the ISO 4, ISO 5 comes to the game, it's probably going to be in the raids. Probably with the Omega would be my guess, is how they would end up launching it. So don't ignore the raid teams. Get them until they get the job done. but you can like push higher on certain characters, like Azazel with Rachel Summers when Insidious 6 comes out. You can work on those, or Vulture, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so I think so. I think a lot of it is wait and see. How long is it going to be till we get some extra awards for Omega? If it's a long time, I don't see a lot of reason to invest in like the latest raid team, because I think eventually you're going to get it. In that 3-month window, you should get that, and then you could move up to from difficulty 7 on those individual nodes to difficulty 9. So I think a lot of it's going to be dependent on what they do with Omega, because I'm assuming this question is assuming that you have all the latest raid teams. What are you going to do when the next one comes out? I don't think there's a rush to build it at this point.
And the big thing is going to be leaderboards, right? So the leaderboards mean nothing now because everybody can do the same amount.
Okay. Where to say? I was going to say what leaderboards? What are you talking about? Like, okay, we are on the same page. Maybe that's the key. Maybe make it that based on the leaderboards. No, everybody's doing the same. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I don't think it's on the leaderboards. We all get 80 energy a day, which is really, really weird. Like, if we didn't even talk about that. What are your thoughts on that? That 80 energy per day. It's I guess it's better than 60, right? But the other thing that I wanted to put out there, we don't need 100%. We don't need 100% to get all the rewards. We need 90% to get all the rewards. But if you want the raid to end early, that is where you get the 100%. If you want more individual rewards by beating more nodes, that's what that 100% is for. So I guess it's fine.
Or the leaderboard, like the
leaderboard, like you said, beat all the boss
leaderboard.
nodes.
So right, so it's really feel bad because you have that 80. So for me, like I mentioned, I have my baby coming. When she goes in labor, I'm not going to be on my phone or the rest of that day, which means my energy is going to be so messed up that I'll need to like core to try to get back to 100%, or hopefully they'll let me off the hook. I don't know. So it's just really weird. There's like no room for error.
Dacier, you have a life. I don't know how your alliance can let you off the hook of that, because they need you to beat your nodes. If you're not logging, you know what our alliance does?
It's my check-in.
Just what our alliance does. Like Juicy's been gone for a while. He shared his stuff with the leader, and they do all that stuff. So maybe there's someone close enough on your alliance that you trust you could do that. I know I've given my account to other people on my alliance, let him run it. So I know it's not supposed to be done, but they could do that stuff for you. You don't have to worry about that. Maybe that's something that you look into if there are people on your alliance that you trust enough for that. So
yeah, for real.
I guess that's a solution. If you want to have a life, you got to trust some people in your alliance to cover you.
Yeah, I come back and they like level up all my minions.
Like, oh no, what is my sad sentry doing like this? All right, let's move on to the Danger Room, because I'm having a lot of fun in the Danger Room. Yeah. I even played it this morning on stream when I beat difficulty 10 a few days ago, because I just thought it was fun. What do you think of the fun factor on the Danger Room now? I know a couple seasons ago, there was a lot of grinding. They changed a bit of how we earn these yellow X coins. They've changed some of these cards. They changed how you get these cards. So you're not going to get ones for characters that you don't have in the team. For me, those changes have made this a lot more fun. Now, I wasn't able to like get all the good cards and do it in one shot like I was the previous Danger Room, but it was fun. Even that grind to get it up, I felt like, if I get the good cards, I could beat it in one shot. I never got the good cards, but I did feel that if I got them, I could have beat it in one shot. What was your experience like? And after, I know we talked beforehand that you did beat difficulty 10. Did you ever go back after you beat difficulty 10 and go through this? So what was your experience with the Danger Room like?
Yeah, so I did probably about 10 attempts where I was trying to do like my difficulty 10 run, and I kept kind of getting it stuck up there. I would just end up backing out. I get the coins, I add more on. So that's kind of what I was doing. And I end up doing it with the full Hellfire without Madeline. I added Storm in. So that's who I end up using for my run. Okay. And it was a blast. I got it done, I think it was 2 days ago. I didn't play it yesterday because I was working all night and it was pretty busy. So I couldn't really step away to kind of
No,
play
this
it
is
more.
a game mode for fun, right? So if you're busy, you don't have to. You already got all the rewards. I don't think these rank rewards are pushing for. But I'd play this for fun when I get extra time. Now, the last one I intended to play it more, but I just didn't have time. This one I have time. I'm playing this more. So I like what they're doing with the Danger Room. And I think if you just want an easy run, you could do the strategy from the previous Danger Room, going with your Fantastic Four, doing the basic over and over and over. That still works. You could one-shot it with that, but I wanted to use the latest teams. I wanted something different, so I used the Hellfire Club. It took a little longer, and I think it's great. Let me know what you guys think of the Danger Room. One important thing. A lot of these cards were previous, what would you call that? Like bonuses? When you get the supplies come in, is it also still cards? I guess these are mods and those are cards. All right. So some of these new mods were cards before. So speeding ticket, that one, if you do not have speeding ticket and you unfortunately run into a super scroll, you're dead. You're done. You're gone. With allies not getting exhausted, that helps with Mephisto. But on my best run, I did run into a Mephisto on like one of the earlier nodes, on one of the earlier elite nodes, and was still able to beat it. So this one's not debilitating. But the speeding ticket, if you actually run into a scroll, very, very bad. This one helps. This number 10.
That's a really good card.
Yeah, I was running today. I'm like, oh, there goes the run. But we had the revive once. I'm like, oh, wait. We're still going. So this, I like it. Let me know what you guys think of this newer changes that they made to the Danger Room. But let's talk about some of the bugs that they did fix. And I don't like some of the ways that they did fix this. The Danger Room files. So they had a couple cards. The new one, the Omega mods, those are very strong, but it looks like they changed some things. It looks like I'm not sure how it was coded in the background, but it looks like what it was supposed to do, just give you a huge bonus to your stats. It looked like it was happening on spawn. And what they say, the Omega mods were giving bonus health on spawn, which made it look like your characters lost health when entering combat. Bonus health has been removed from these mods. It looked like there were some bugs in the background too, though, because it looked like if you went in, didn't heal your character, went into another node, it should have had the same health, but it looked like characters were losing health because it looked like I think what was happening, the AI had recognized that as like 50% health instead of previously at full health, and then you went in with 50% and it kept decreasing. So it looked like it was bugged. Instead of fixing the bug, they just removed the bonus health, which I think is the laziest solution, but at least it works now. And a straight flush was causing a lot of anomalies detected. I did not equip any of these. I'm not sure even if they were working, if I would have used these. Did you try any of these straight flushes or any of these Omega mods? And if you did, were they helpful or were they hurtful for you?
So for the Omega mod, I do want to touch on that one first. The health thing is perfectly fine because it does say like on spawn, like Storm gains bonus stats or damage. So I would have that put on. I'd end up going into node and I had Null on there, and then she would just like one shot one of my other characters. So that's like why I had to keep restarting because I kept killing my own team because of Null. So, so them taking the health off is perfectly fine because it is supposed to be like just on spawn for that turn one type of thing. For the straight flush, that's actually a mod that you select in game, like right off the start. It was. Oh, they're
talking about a mod, not the card that had all those. Yeah, there was a bunch of cards that had the flushes. So if you had like all same ISO 8, so that's not the one that they're talking about.
Yeah, those are the poker ISOs. What those ones are called? That's the flush right there.
Wait.
I think it's that one. That's the straight flush right there that they're talking about. But that one was causing the anomaly. Yeah.
You saw this mod was causing it, because what I was hearing on chat was the card, any of these ISO pokers cards were causing it.
No, one of my alliance mates actually sent me a video. I was about to report it, and then the messaging came out, and he had a video clips. They would put that on. They'd go in. They'd select the characters. When they go in the node itself, it was causing the error message.
Oh, okay. So this mod now is working correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's working correctly now.
I guess I misunderstood the whole bug, but all right, at least it's working correctly now. If you want an easy shot, not worry about any of these mods or any of this stuff, just use your Fantastic Four. If you want some fun, try some different things, I would recommend using the Hellfire Club. But let's go back to the game news here, and because there's other things that happened this week. The Sinister Six, they got some updates changed, and I was confused about this. We go into their where is this? Their kits, the announcement of their kits. If we look at the old Shocker thing, it says Sinister Six allies gain 25% armor, gain damage. And if we look at the new, that was not there. Normally they address this right in this blog. Took them a little while, but they finally addressed this. So they're just baking these stats in there. When Shocker was updated for the Insidious 6, part of his passive was removed, and that added increased damage armor to the Sinister 6 character. We're adding that damage and armor back to the base states of the following Sinister 6 characters. So pretty much all of them that were there. Mysterio, Doc Ock, Kraven, Goblin Classic, Normal Goblin, Lizard, Slayer, Rhino, and Elektra. So all the ones that didn't get updates, I guess. So Vulture, Shocker already got the updates, and what is the new one? The Insidious 6 already had them. So that is a new one. What do you think of these, the stats and the way they're doing this team? I think Mysterio got some weird buffs as well during this. Did you notice the Mysterio buffs? Did you upgrade Mysterio, or were you thinking, oh, this is gonna be like some of the other buffs that they did? They're gonna reverse it because they didn't mention anything about this. What happened with you and your Mysterio?
So mine was already G19, and he was level 100. I was gonna take him up to 105 anyways, and then that thing came out. It's like, I'll just take him up to 105 right now. I figured he was gonna get reverted anyways, but I just wanted to see how big he got and everything.
How big did he get?
I wish he was like 100 and like was it 1.4 million hour? I think he got up to. He was beefy, and it's like, please stay.
What is he now? What is he now? Do you know what he is now off the top of your head?
I think like just at like 100 or like 1 million or like high 900,000. So he's still pretty beefy, and he's still a fantastic character. I just wish they kept it.
Get more damage, so you get that Shocker passive even without Shocker. So I think this is a good thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then his dupes, those things were like itty cracking skulls. They were awesome.
That could be that. I forgot about those. That could be a problem if you got those crazy stats.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess it's good that they're reverting that. All right, let's go. Broken King. This also was addressed. There was an issue with daily objective for Broken King Week 4 where points were not added correctly using Zazel, Rachel Summers, Sebastian Shaw in the Raids. It's been fixed, sending players the missing points for the command center, as well as 200 armory 20 orb fragments. If you're wondering what that was for, I was wondering what this is for. It's because of the milestones. This was super generous. This is 1/10 of a whole orb, which is what is in the orb? Like 2 armory 20 fragments. So this is what,
2 in the middle, 1 on each on the right. So 4 total pieces.
4. Okay, so what is this? Is like a quarter of a piece? Is that math correct? I don't know. A fifth of a piece?
Something like that.
This is awesome. This is helping me get what is it? And we need 25 of them for 1 part, right? Man, this is.
We just need 9 more mistakes.
So much progression for Professor X.
We just need 9 more mistakes for them to send this out, and then we'll have a full orb.
All the stuff adds up. I complain, I joke about it, but all the stuff adds up. Keep doing all this stuff. All right, but let's go back to Discord. Let's talk about these costumes, because I'm pretty excited about the costumes now. This vote on Discord, this was for the code that we had earlier, right? So if you got it to 1,000 votes, you got the code. We got the code already. Right now in this, I voted for Rachel Summers, but Rogue is winning right now. And I would want Rogue, Rachel Summers. Emma won the last one. This is Dazzler. She's not very good in the game right now, but Havoc is good in the game. Cyclops is not. We have the Storm, which looks very similar to Storm to me. Polaris, Magneto. Now, this would be the original Magneto. So if you're thinking that this was going to be for the potential winner of the Phoenix Force vote, that would be a new Magneto if he wins. So this would not be the costume for that. Then Nightcrawler. So I voted for these.
I really like
get your votes in. This does look nice. Now, the way I look at these costumes, kind of like Elektra, right? It was a nice costume on launch, but there was no reason to do that. So if I'm not going to use the character on offense, I know in the beginning of these costumes, they're doing a lot of these hero for hire characters. I'm like, why? Why do I want to buy that to play someone defense for my opponent? I want something that I'm going to enjoy. But yeah, so if they're going to be useful in the game, I would get these costumes. Now, there's been some speculation about these costumes. The only thing that the devs have said is you get 1,000 votes for these votes, and you're getting a code, which they have done before. They've also mentioned last week's blog that they're expanding the costume shop. It's going to add more costumes. I think a lot of speculation is these costumes are coming to the game. The devs never said that, though. So what is your prediction? Do you think that we're getting some of these costumes in the game? This Doom costume has some people speculating, hey, maybe you're going to get a new version of Dr. Doom in the game, but it could just be this costume. What do you think all this means? Is this just for some engagement on Discord, or coupled with the messaging that we got last week in the blog? Are these costumes potentially coming to the game?
I think it's kind of both. I think it's to kind of get the community involved, because the community is like the best part of this game, in my opinion. So getting them kind of more engaged in everything, I really like that aspect of it. And because of the messaging they said, I think this is giving them ideas for costumes in the future. I don't know if we'd get these exact costumes, but I think it's like, okay, people liked this one, people liked this one, and then they can use that as like a guide to actually get costumes in the game. So I think that's kind of what they're going for.
All right, I want to hear your opinion on this first vote. Dr. Doom ended up winning. Which is your favorite out of these? I don't know if you can see all of them right now. Is it the Dr. Doom? Is it Professor X, Scarlet Witch? Got a Falcon here, X-23 Bishop.
I like the Doom and the Xavier. Those two like really jump out at me.
All right.
Yeah.
Doom won. So congratulations on that one. All right. Emma Frost ended up winning this one. We have a Psylocke, a Sinister. Colossus looks pretty cool, but he sucks in the game, so I didn't vote for this one. We have another Havoc. I think that's Mystique. One of the Summers. I can't tell if that's Rachel or
like Jean,
the
right?
mom. Jean Grey. Not Jean Summers. That's how I couldn't think of her name. Storm. Wolverine looks cool. Magic. Which one would you vote for out of this?
So we already have that Magic one. That's one where she goes on fire, where they had the Midnight Suns collab type of thing.
Oh, is that the Magic one that's in the game right now?
It looks like it, but okay. I'm all over Patch. The Wolverine Patch costume, it's just a huge callback for me. I want Patch.
Well, all right, so I guess this would be for Wolverine, not for Old Man Logan, because that would be different. That would be different for me. And this one, you can still get your votes in. We still have 4 days left for these votes in, so you go do your vote, my brother. But there's another vote. There's another vote going on, and we talked about this. This is for the Phoenix Force member, and we got kind of like an update on who's winning. If we go back into this section here, see that Magneto has pulled far ahead in the lead. Surprising number 2 for me. Spider-Weaver trails close in second place. I thought it would be Magneto and Venom fighting for first place. Had no idea Spider-Weaver would get the second place vote. Now, do you think that's because they actually want to see a new Spider-Weaver in the game? Or do you think that the community thinks that Spider-Weaver is going to get a rework?
I think people think it's going to be a rework. There was a lot of talk on my Discord, because I kind of put the poll out as well, and people's like, hey, I want Weaver to win because I already have her at 3 diamonds. Like, this is a new character, just like they did with the Undying, and just like they did with Omega Red. It's a brand new character. It's not a rework. So I was going off of, out of these characters, who do I like aesthetically? Who would I like as a character? And Magneto's like one of my favorite villains and kind of anti-hero in a sense. So I really want him to win. As far as like, what can they do with the kits? Well, Venom, he does like a lot of spreads. They can lean into that. Magneto, they can do the pull together. That's the iconic move for him. He gets speed on spawn based on his members, so maybe they can lean into that. Weaver with the charges, with how many unavoidable attacks there are, I don't know what they would end up doing with Weaver. Maybe the trauma stun could kind of stay and like a heal off the special, but I don't know how they would end up doing her charge mechanic if they like take pieces from the existing character that they kind of did with like Scarlet Witch and Omega Red and everything. So
they have flavors of the original. They have flavors of the original characters, but it's not the same kit. They have some pieces, but it's totally new basics, totally new specials, totally new ultimates and passives. Gwenpool I thought would be interesting. She has an AoE on her special in Crucible. She has an AoE on her ultimate. I thought if they did an AoE on her basic, AoE would be kind of interesting. I don't know if they're going to do that though, and it doesn't look like it even matters. It looks like it would be between Magneto and Weaver. I thought Venom would be cool. Maybe not just the spreads are cool, but having that symbiote tag and a Phoenix Force tag, you could go into a couple different teams. I thought that would be cool. Hopefully the community, hopefully, Null and Gore and Phoenix Force Venom. I think that would be a cool team.
Yeah.
Hopefully the community also realizes that. I've been voting for Magneto, but now that I see that Weaver is second place, I'm voting for Venom for the rest of the time. I want him to at least be second place. I do not want Weaver to win. If it was for a rework for Weaver, I'll be like, yes, let's do it. If it's a new Weaver, I don't want a new Weaver. I want to rework Weaver.
Wendell is such a weird character out of this also. It's like Venom, okay, he's iconic and everything. Magneto, he's iconic as well. And it's like Omega level. Weaver, Crucible Original, Gwenpool. They could have put like Deathpool on there. That would have been cool.
Well, maybe two originals might have stuff. But did you hear what Ryan says in all of his interviews? He said this in Envoy calls. He doesn't want a traditional, not traditional what you see in Marvel Comics or the MCU. Some weird outside the box is what he wants for the Undying and the Phoenix Force. So if you've had a character that's never been a part of the Phoenix Force or never been a zombie, you're more likely to get a vote from the way I'm interpreting what he's saying about that. So make sure you guys get your votes for these characters. You're getting every time you vote. I think there's only a few more votes, but 50 power cores and 50 energy. Let's get back into the game and talk about the new season of Cosmic Crucible. I did not set up my defense yet, but you have another room named after you this week, Dacier. Do you think that this time is it actually gonna work this time?
So I did keep touch basing with them. It's like, hey, what's happening with the room and everything? Because I had to swap out the energy ones. That was kind of part of the issues that they were having with it. So I just kind of swapped out like the city. It's like, well, let me give some extra survivability. So I'll just do like the barrier anytime you do a special ultimate, kind of little extra cushion. Then for the Cosmic, I wanted something interesting on there as well. So I went with the permanent damage. I thought that would kind of be a nice twist on things on there. And they said they tested it and it's working. So knock on wood.
Did they say that the first time though? Did they also say that the first time?
The first time, I don't know.
They didn't say anything. Okay. It's progress. It's progress, right?
I was checking. It's like, hey, do I need to change anything? Is the room good? It's like, we tested. It's working. All right, cool. So
I remember last time it was City, Global, and Cosmic, right? But it was ability energy that was given out, and now it's this different stuff.
So Cosmic made it to where your opponent's ultimates costed more, and City made it to where your special costs less. Is what I did for that one.
I wish I would have left that for a little bit, but I'm looking for it. So as far as this room, what are you thinking for defense? I want to get your thoughts on all these room rules here. So I think most people I talked to on chat said, yeah, I just did what Dacier did, and I'm going to do that. So I might do the exact same thing. What are you doing for Cosmic Crucible defense?
What I did for 6 was Xavier, if you have them. I did a 3-piece of the new Fantastic Four. Then I did Nightcrawler to basically shut down like any Emma shenanigans in there. And after Xavier takes his turn, you're going to be able to take advantage of the speed bar fill. So hidden into the Fantastic Four would end up building up the speed bars and everything. And based on how Xavier works, where it's the no assist after he takes his turn, the burn attacks should also factor into the turn meter. So I think that's going to throw a few people off on there. Now, if you don't have Xavier,
I heard Nightcrawler, so a global and a Cosmic. Are you thinking of maybe 2 globals? But
no
are you
City.
Thinking, no City. Okay.
No City with that mix up. So I end up playing more with the global and Cosmic for the permanent damage, and then like they get the turn meters going. Is what I was going for on that one.
Gotcha.
Something when I was doing my video though was Starjammers could be really interesting in there because it's going to shut down the global portion for the speed. All of the Starjammers go very quickly, and that would all be permanent damage. And if they try to go into with any city characters to get the barrier, Starjammers works well to barrier. So I think Starjammers could be pretty good in 6. The mirror matchup, though, I think would still cause a lot of issues.
Okay. So Starjammers or something with Professor X for 6.
Yeah,
What do you think? What is
really good?
What are your thoughts on 5? What is your initial ideas for what you're going to do in that? Pretty much everyone said Dacier put out his the infographic, but he's probably going to do something totally different before day 1. So yeah, it's going to be different. So what are your thoughts on this? Because probably just going to copy what you had in that video.
Yeah, so initially I had Accursed with Mephisto in there, and then when it got to room 5, I'm like, actually, let me move this over to room 2. So I just have like my Night Stalker, Scientist Supreme in 5. It's a nothing burger for me.
Just a tough room, and maybe that throws somebody off.
Yeah, or just try to throw like Orcus or something in there. Phoenix Force could work in 5 also.
Like I'm gonna do something simple like that. All right, villain mutants in 4. Villain mutant characters. Whenever a villain mutant character uses an ultimate, revive a villain mutant character with 100% health. This can only occur once per using their ultimate. The only villain mutant I think of is like the new Hellfire Club and then Omega Red Phoenix Force. Are you putting Hellfire Club in here?
I'm putting Hellfire Club in there. I took out Rachel Summers so I can use her with the Immortal X-Men, which, by the way, there is an event in the command center to where you need to use 2 Hellfire Club members during your 3 matches. So if you use Rachel Summers twice, then you're going to end up getting that. So I do want to throw that out there. But I'm doing
out of the 3 days, you need to use them either on the same team on offense once or on offense in 2 different days. So as long as you're using each of those characters 2 separate times, you're good.
Yeah, so you can use like Azazel with the Accursed if you have them on offense, or Rachel with Immortal X-Men and you're good. But for the mutant double, with that one there, I'm doing the Hellfire Club. I took Rachel out. I've put Dakin in there. I was toying with the idea of either putting Shadow King or Apocalypse in there. Somebody actually commented on my video. I don't want to like take credit. I was thinking of this though. Putting Apocalypse in there would be really interesting because if Apocalypse gets pushed, he does the ultimate. He's going to bring back one of the Hellfire Club members, then do a permakill out there. So that's a pretty good twist you can kind of throw on there. So I do want to throw that out there.
Ooh, I like that. I like that idea. All right, I might lean into that for day 1. All right, Legendary. These are kind of the same rooms that we've had for the Ultimate 32. Are you making any changes on this, or are you going to use what you use for the Ultimate 32?
I do want to point out with room 3, the spread positive effects. It's under the legendary character section. It was bugged in U32 where even if they weren't legendary, they were still spreading the positive effects on there.
Oh, okay. So do you think that bug will be fixed for day 1 or that bug will persist? No, it's going to still be there. Okay,
it's going to stick.
Place your characters wisely, knowing that bug exists. And do your attacks wisely, knowing that bug exists.
Yeah, so for Legends, I'm doing Phoenix Force, I'm doing Black Cat, Shadow King, and I think Gladiator was the other one I had in there. And I had it changed so that way Black Cat goes first, spreads the death proofs to Omega Red, and then to Shadow King. Shadow King goes, he's going to spread the death proofs to Phoenix. Then Phoenix is going to go and spread it to Gladiator. So trying to get all those death proofs spread out.
I did not like facing Black Cat on the Ultimate 32. She was not fun in this room. All those death proofs. There was some strong characters. She was always the one that died the last because of all those death proofs she had.
I pulled the trigger. I did end up G20ing her after I did the video. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it.
Okay. Hey, if you got the resources and you already have your arena raids done, just have fun. Build up your Crucible war teams.
She's one of my favorite characters in the game. And so I had to do it. It's like, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, it's a game. Have fun with it. Yeah. All right. Bleeds. More damage for bleed seems like a nothing room. Just what are you putting in here?
So that one I did end up doing my Accursed with Mephisto in stage 2. They get a lot of bleeds out there, so they'd be able to kind of get their defense up and everything. If they get bleeds, cool. So that's kind of what I did with stage 2.
All right, and Glass Cannon, man, this was a fun room when we had it like 2 or 3 seasons ago. What are you gonna do now with our new characters? A lot of strikers, a lot of fortifiers, nothing.
All right,
Endgame Thanos was horrible in this room. Just let me say.
So that is my Endgame Thanos room.
Oh my goodness.
I do want to kind of talk about the negative health. So the way it works is you spawn in, you get the negative 90% health. So you're gonna have 10% health on your characters. The rooms itself for the global give you plus 20% health. So that's going to put you at 30% health right off the bat.
Okay.
You can add characters like Apocalypse, Super Scroll. Apocalypse gives 20% max health. Super Scroll gives 25% max health.
What happens to Doom? We've had similar things in the Danger Room with the Omega thing, right? And they were getting their turns right away with that Doom effect. Does Doom take a turn right away, ultimate right away, if you put him as striker in this room?
I don't think so, because it's the max health being taken off, and it doesn't really reduce your max health health bar on there.
Okay.
Something I may end up making a change in my defense.
It's not their health, and then 90% gets removed, and it's calculated in, so they're still gonna have 100. Oh, okay. It worked a little different in the Danger Room, so I was thinking maybe it works like that in this, but all right, okay.
Yeah, something I am toying with though is doing the Apocalypse with Hellfire Club. I want to see if I need my Cabal team. If I don't, then I'm going to move Apocalypse over to stage 4, and I'm going to put Leader in his place for stage 1, because Leader gets 50% max health. So that would really make my Thanos endgame beefier and the extra damage. So that is something I'm toying with. I just need to see if I need my Cabal team.
Oh man, I like all these ideas. I got to figure out which one I want to pull the trigger on, because you're giving me a lot of good ideas. I think I'll figure it out right before we start Crucible tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to make a final decision until then.
Yeah, this is the portion like the theory crafting I love with Cosmic Crucible. So that's why I like the 6 rooms. The 3 rooms, I just do terrible, and I'm not a fan of the U32 stuff. So you give me the 6 rooms, add 8 rooms, do whatever. Just don't take away rooms.
Well, from a time commitment perspective, the Ultimate 32 is awesome. Just do 3 rooms. From a strategy and gameplay, it's not that good, but it takes way less time. So it's not totally negative. All right, we've had a new arena meta for a little while, and it seems like it's stabilized now that some of the bugs with Emma and stuff has gotten fixed. But it also seems like it's a coin flip. If your Franklin goes first, you pretty much win. If their Franklin goes first, they pretty much win. There's some weird things like that. I did have a coin flip loss this morning. I think my Invisible Woman was bigger, which is weird because I didn't buy her, and that we did end up winning. But most of the time, they go first, they win. If I go first, I win. So it's pretty much a coin flip. Do you enjoy that arena meta, or would you rather be able to strategize and win? Like, let me bring back some bad arena metas though, like with Infinity Watch. It was a full 5-minute match, 5 matches every day. You could win, but it took 5 minutes every time.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Black Order. You could win the mirror match, but you're spending a lot of time with that. So would you rather have it be coin flip? Oh, they went first, I lose, out. Or like, all right, let's take a long match. I could win this, but I have to play it and strategize the whole 5 minutes. What would you rather have as far as arena meta? I don't know if either are good. So let me just be clear. I don't think either are good. So what would you rather have though?
Yeah, this is like Soapy's choice. I really liked when it was the Horsemen and Eternals. I liked that meta. That was pretty fun. The 5 minutes though.
Eternals was fun. That was a 2-move match. It was awesome.
Exactly. It was like 15 seconds. You knew.
But out of the bad arena, and I'm not talking which is the best. I'm talking out of these bad arena metas, which would you rather have?
Probably between Black Order and Infinity Watch, I'd rather have Infinity Watch because I just loaded in, I hit auto, and then I came back 5 minutes later. So I'd pick that one.
Okay. There's some value for this one for time, but it's not you cannot guaranteed win it. You might lose and have no control over that. So, all right. Other thing that we got more characters. We got some characters added to the bumps. We got the Accursed going to the bumps, which means if you haven't been around for a while, basic, Ultimates, Mega Orbs, Premium Orbs, and the supply section. So they should be in all those. And we also had the Thunderbolts. Some would say one of the worst new teams. They were added to the... They're now farmable. We have Victoria in the Blitz store. Hyperion is in the Spotlight Raid Orb, and Hitmonkey went out of there. It's in a War store right now. Songbird's still very tough to farm in the Battle World store. I'm assuming since you get all the characters, you already had them at 7 stars, and this means nothing to you.
I still need Victoria Hand. I just got
Wait,
Songbird
Victoria
done a
Hand's
few
in the
days
Blitz.
ago.
Victoria Hand is in the Blitz orb. You open some Blitz orb with your what is it? The chapter no, the legacy stuff. You should already have it.
Currency, yeah.
Yeah, the store. Thank you. The shop, whatever it is called. The only one that should be a question at this point is Songbird. Because
I got her
Raid
done.
Orb, immediate 7 stars. So you should have them all done. What is going on with your Victoria Hand? What the hell, Dacier?
I forgot that she was available right now. So when I get done, I'm gonna open some orbs and get some gold.
Nice. You got a little benefit from recording the video. So it's good. Not just the community wins, but you win as well. And last but not least, we got something for, I guess not the majority of the community, but some of the community. Endgame players won't really benefit from this too much, but if you were a mid-game player, beginner player, all this stuff is good. Crimson gear, not your gear tier 20 pieces, but normal crimson gear, training orbs, blue ISO 8 stuff, all the stuff that newer and mid-game players need. How would you adjust this so that mid-game players, new players get the resources they want, but end-game players with our end-game rosters, we could also go in and actually play this thing. I think they tried to do that with the negative zone, making a couple of versions of the negative zone. That didn't go over so well. I think at this point, they're like, all right, just get the rewards. The challenging content is either going to be too challenging for everybody, and not everybody's getting the rewards, or it's going to be too easy. Let's just make sure that everybody gets the rewards. I think they've kind of the past few have been like this. So I think I've kind of given up on putting this as challenging content. Is there a way that you could see that they can make this challenging and give rewards to everybody, or it's just kind of this is how it's going to be for now?
I think they just need to lean into the slider, like what they do with Danger Room. Just make it so that way there's no node rewards. It's baked into milestones, and based on what you do for the slider, like if you do difficulty 9 or 10, do the full run, that gets you the full milestone. You do difficulty 9 as you start going through the nodes or whatever, and then you can just kind of collect what you need for the milestones. I think they could just do it that way.
So some really, really tough milestones, not make it node based, but I guess maybe getting some points per node. So I guess it's sort of node based, but not specifically node rewards. And that way, if you want to push for all the interim, you can as a brand new player, you could push for difficulty 10 right away with the rented characters. So a little different. Yeah,
and with this, I mean, if you look at the 100% rewards, there is, I think, G20 in there, right?
Is there
the G20 or nope? That's 19. Yeah, it's the individual. So like those 2 mutant pieces there after the orbs.
These the individual ones. I see it. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm curious how many of those we're gonna get.
Oh, there are some gear tier 20. Okay, I was looking at the nodes and stuff like. There's no gear tier 20 on the nodes. There's 2 pieces though. There's 2. 1, 2. That's it. But every little bit adds up, guys. Every little bit adds up. All right,
that will go towards Phoenix.
final question. Now that we have all these new costumes in the game, how long do you think it's going to take to break the game? Get those T-poses back?
Oh man, I think the last one we had, I know President Loki did that.
That was the first one. He might have also been the most recent one as well. There's been something with the President Loki costumes, which I don't think is in the store, by the way.
No, but
it's not in the store. It's not in the store.
You could do direct purchases actually.
Let's see, I forgot about that. Let's go look at some of these.
Phoenix do the filter. So if you go to the filter, you can just type in costume. Here.
Oh, we can't do it from this one. I got to go to the other. All right, let's go there. All right, let's go.
Yeah. So type in costume and search, and that should pull it up.
No, miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is where it's at. Yeah, costumes here.
Yeah.
All right. So who do I not have?
Grab Wong because he's not showing in the store.
Oh, the Shang-Chi one. Shang-Chi one also. Yes.
Yeah. So
you can actually. There's some that you can still purchase. Yeah.
So you can do like direct purchases through there instead of going to the store, which is what they should do at the Elite store.
Colleen Wing.
They haven't done.
Oh no. Oh, you cannot do it with Colleen Wing. Okay. So not all of them. Not all of them.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Interesting. So there's some that you can still. I got stature already. That's not gonna be. I did not get the Luke Cage. So let's see. Yeah. So some of them you can. some of them are unavailable. So if there's a costume that you remember that you wanted, go back and check. It might be available if you click on the actual character, if they're not in the store. So
yeah.
All right, on big week. Lots happened this week. I hope you guys enjoy the promo codes. Any other final thoughts before we do our fist bump of the week, brother Dacier?
No, just have fun. Do what you can. So
it's all about that. That's all it's about, right? It's all about it's a game. Have fun with it. I know it gets stressful sometimes, and sometimes the devs make mistakes and bad decisions. Sometimes they correct them, but at the end of the day, it's all about fun. So hopefully you guys have a lot of fun. Hopefully you did get some value from the video. And if you did, leave the video a like. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. If you want to see the top 10 teams in Marvel Strike Force right now, check that video out. Make sure you go to Dacier's channel. Check out his Cosmic Crucible recommendations. A lot of other content he puts out. Great stuff. And I will see you guys next time. You're ready for a fist bump?
Let's do it.
All right. Shiny fist bump of the week. ValleyFlyin, Dacier, Hulk fist bump. Have a great week, guys. Out.